Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Outlook on your Chromebook. So a few weeks ago I showed you how you can use Microsoft 365 on your Chromebook and it works really well. You can either use it from their website office.com or you can also install a PWA, which is a lot more secure and it's better to use and quicker. I've also got a video how you do that as well. Now, the good news is with Microsoft 365 and Google, they've actually decided that they need to start working together because they've realized that everything going forward is going to be cloud-based. And Microsoft, obviously, Google was first with that with the Chromebook, and now Microsoft and other software manufacturers are catching up with that. The good news is that in the future, Microsoft 365 and ChromeOS will talk to each other much better. And this is more to do with how Google Drive and OneDrive, which is the Microsoft Cloud, and Google Drive, which is the Google Cloud Drive storage that you've got, will talk to each other better. So you can move files from one to the other much more seamlessly. And that's really good news that Google and Microsoft has decided to do that. And it would just mean that in the future, when using Microsoft 365 works now on the Chromebook, great, but it means in the future it will work even better. So it appears they've realized that we can't really just say if you're going to be using a Chromebook, you're going to be using a Google Office suite, or if you're using Microsoft, you're going to be using Microsoft's suite. So they've realized that people might want to use a bit of both, and that's really good to see. So at present, it works well. I'm sure it's going to work even better now both have decided to get together and make it work best for us, the consumer. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you Outlook and using Outlook on your Chromebook rather than Gmail. Now, I'm not saying that you want to do this, but if you do want to do it, you can do it. So it's good. Obviously, like I said, you can either go to office.com and use it like that, or I've installed it as a PWA. So you'll see here that I've got Outlook as a PWA. Now, when you first go into Outlook, this is what you'll see. And you might have to do some, if it comes up with saying accept some settings, you just have to click on that. But from here, as you can see, you don't need to set up any settings. It does it all for you. So you might think, oh, it's really good that from Outlook in here, I can simply click new email and it's going to be coming from my Gmail account and I can send it, and that's fine without any set up any server settings like POP server or IMAP server or SMTP server. But there is some things you need to think about. Personally speaking, I wouldn't use just this default one that comes up. And the reason why, although it's got here that it's coming from dangmail.com account here, if I just send this to me, so I can show you what I mean, and I'll just do test like that, and then just press send. And then if we go to Gmail, and bear in mind, I'm just sending this to me. You could be sending this to a new potential employer, for example, and they might get this email and think, that's a bit, I'm not too sure what this means about that person, because people will think, they will link it to you. They think, what is this about? Does this mean they're not very good with their own security? Or does this mean there's someone we can't trust? Or has their account been hacked? So this is why I wouldn't use it, because if you now go to Gmail, and you can see it's here. If you click on that there, you'll see this. Be careful with this message. This message may be a spoof message. The message claims to have been sent from your account, but Gmail couldn't verify the actual source. Avoid clicking links or replying with sensitive information unless you are sure you actually sent this message. No need to reset your password. The real sender does not actually have access to your account. Now, if you've ever done blogging before with WordPress, you might be quite used to seeing things like this, which if you get emails from your WordPress blog, that as well is a red flag to Google. There's nothing wrong with the actual email, but you get these type of things. So you do get this. But imagine sending something, and this is how Gmail shows it. You wouldn't know how other email providers might show it. Some may not. Others may show an even a worse message than that makes it look even worse than it is, or may even block it. You just don't know. And the reason for that is because you can see here, Dan Millward via Outlook.com. So if you click there, you can see here, mailed by Outlook.com, signed by Outlook.com. So it's been sent by Gmail via Outlook.com. And that's what's caused the problem. So I wouldn't send messages like that. So to get around that, what you need to do, When you first go into Outlook, here where I've got the Google, it won't show Google if you've not used it before. It will just have a plus item. And you just click on there and you can set it up for your Google account. You'll have to set up some permissions and stuff like that. But once you've done that, when you go into Outlook, it will always look like this, where it goes into that default one. But you want to get into the habit of clicking on your Google one there. And the reason why, because anything you do in here is managed by Google servers as well. So when you're sending an email, it's not being sent by Outlook on behalf of your Gmail account, which is causing that spam warning. So if you do it from in here, and we do the same one, and then just put test2 and do send. And if you go back to Gmail and click on there, you see you don't get that message. And that's because here, mailed by gmail.com. So to myself, mailed by myself, mailed by gmail.com. And the previous one with the spam warning, it's because it was mailed by outlook.com. And you want, ideally, if you're using Gmail, you want it to be mailed by Gmail. It's the same as if you set up Outlook on a Windows computer. You'd have to set up your IMAP or your POP or your SMTP servers, and you'd use your Gmail servers. So anything you do with inside Outlook, if you're using the servers, it's all sent via Google, and that's what you want. So I would not use this one here. I would always use that one there. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like below and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And thanks for watching.